Session resumes. Lord
Um,
Leader.
Madam Chair, we move that we continue the session today,
We'll start
and-
with the prayer.
and we start with the prayer, Madam Chair.
May we request Honorable MP Sheikh Abdul Wahab Pak to lead us the dua.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma inna nas'aluka min kulli khair ma sa'alaka minhu nabiyyuka wa habibuka Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa nasta'iz bika min kulli shar ma sta'azaka minhu nabiyyuka wa habibuka Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. اللهم لا تدع لنا ذنبا في هذا المقام إلا غفرته ولا مريدا إلا شفيته ولا هما ولا غما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا حاجة من حوائجنا في هذه الحياة إلا أعنتنا على قضاء يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك أن تعزنا وتنصر المسلمين في كل مكان وأن تعلي بفضلك كلمة الحق والدين وأن تشمل بعنايتك ورعايتك وحمايتك إخواننا المجاهدين في فلسطين وفي كل مكان يا رب العالمين. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Lord Leader.
Madam Chair, we move to adopt the agenda of last Monday's order of business in total. And we move further to adopt, to include in that agenda, the amendment to include committee report number 159, and also for privileged speeches, MP Butch Malang requested to be called. And for the recognition, commendation, memorials, and messages, MP John Lim and MP Abrar Hataman requested to have a minute, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to adopt the agenda last Monday and further move that we include another committee report, which is committee report number
159.
159 and a commendation for 3 members of the parliament, from the 3 members of the parliament, as well as privileged speech of MP Butch Malang. Any second? Any objection? Motion is approved.
Madam Chair, we are now in the period of recognitions, commendations, memorials, and messages and communication. May I call on the floor MP John Anthony Lim.
Deputy Speaker John Anthony Lim is recognized.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To all present here, our guests, those watching us online, good afternoon. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. May I request the Secretary to please, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. It is with great pride that we extend our heartfelt congratulations to the Patriarch of Languyan Tawi-Tawi, Mayor Abdu Hassan I. Sali, on being conferred the Badtog Award by the Bangsamoro Commission on the Preservation of Cultural Heritage. The recognition is a testament to his leadership, integrity, and dedication in steering Languyan towards progress, peace, and good governance, and in his effort to preserve the heritage of Tawi-Tawi in particular. Through his service, he has embodied the true spirit of Bangsamoro leadership, rooted in compassion for the people and commitment to the welfare of the community. Therefore, on behalf of the Bangsamoro Parliament and our constituents, We commend Mayor Sally for his well-deserved honor. His achievement is a pride for Languyan, for Tawi-Tawi, for the region, and for the nation as well. Congratulations, sir. Thank you, honorable members. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mayor Sally of Languyan. Next, floor leader.
Now I may call on MP Abrar Hataman.
MP Abrar Hataman is recognized.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Interim Chief Minister Abdul Rauf Makakua, Honorable Speaker Attorney Pangalian Balindong, Presiding Speaker, Ma'am, Floor Leader, Deputy Speakers, Honorable Members of the Parliament, colleagues, and for those of you who are present, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It is both a privilege and a delight to stand before this respected plenary of the Bangsamoro Parliament to extend my warm congratulations and commendations for the publication of Simigoy, Ang Batang Tausug, and Ang Kwento ni Putli Mandi. These two books are a milestone that truly mirrors the spirit and the culture of the Bangsamoro. These two books tells tales that come straight from the island provinces. They tell stories that the people of the waves have passed from generation to generation. Thanks to these books, these tales will be further passed on to the next generation of children, the future of this nation. Books such as this help keep the spirit of one Bangsamoro alive by making our children more familiar with diverse and vibrant tapestry of what we call our homeland. These two books are not only merely narratives written on paper, they are living, breathing testaments to the vibrant soul of Mindanao. They bring forth voices and traditions that have long thrived in our communities but have often been sidelined in the mainstream Philippine literature. In honoring these works, we honor the richness of our heritage and affirm it to belongs at the heart of our nation's story. Since its release, Simigoy, Ang Batang Tausug has reached the lands of readers both within our communities and beyond. From school desks and libraries in Mindanao to international showcases in Asia, Dubai, Bologna, and soon Frankfurt this coming October. This work has shown that the Mindanaoan culture resonates across borders, offering glimpses of our shared humanity to diverse audiences. Today, as we welcome the arrival of the Ang Kwento ni Putli Mandi, we recognize not just the launch of another book, but the continuation of a vital cultural journey. These two stories together ensure that Mindanao's heritage will be present in classrooms, remembered in libraries, and celebrated on global platforms, as they stand also as an affirmation that Mindanao's voice is indispensable in the national-international narrative. As an islander myself, it brings me so much joy that the stories and characters I have grown up with over the years have found themselves expressed in books. Their launch is not only symbolic of the enduring legacy of an islander culture, but they are physical manifestations of our place in the story of the Bangsamoro, Mindanao, and the Philippines. Rare are people, such as the likes of Sir Nelson Canlas, Chef Miguel Cabel Moreno, and Dr. Isabel Cabel Moreno Go, and everyone who were involved in the process of making Ang Kwento ni Putli Mandi and Simigoy, Ang Batang Tausug. For they are not only cultural bearers, but they are cultural protectors who ensure that the future generations of the Bangsamoro youth will get to relish the rich culture and wear their identity proudly. May your efforts spark new storytellers, nurture inclusive classrooms, and invite the world to appreciate the depth and the diversity of our heritage. Mabuhay ang kwento ng Mindanao, magsukur kaniukatan, mabuhay ang Bangsamoro, at maraming salamat po. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Congratulations to the publishers and the authors behind these two books. Floor leader.
Madam Chair, we have communications from other departments to the Parliament. We would like to request the Secretariat to read to us the letters addressed to the Parliament, Madam Chair.
Secretariat, please do the reading of the communications.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa bihi nasta'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Official communications of Secretary Amina F. Pangandaman of Department of Budget and Management to the Parliament Speaker Attorney Pangalian M. Balindong. Attention, the Secretary General, BTA Parliament, dated July 7, 2025, in response to the BTA Parliament Secretary General's letter dated May 23, 2025, providing the good secretary in her capacity as co-chairperson of the Intergovernmental Relations Body, IGRB, a physical copy of the Parliament Resolution number 546 entitled Resolution respectfully urging the Intergovernmental Relations Body to release information, conduct studies, and invite stakeholders in the course of resolving the budgetary transition for the province of Sulu. And the said response letter of the co-chairpersons of the IGRB, Honorable Secretary Amina Pangandaman, is as follows. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Budget and Management, General Solano Street, San Miguel, Manila, July 7, 2025. Attorney Pangalian M. Balindong, Speaker, Bangsamoro Transition Authority, BTA Parliament, Bangsamoro Government Center. Attention, Secretary General, BTA Parliament. Dear Speaker Balindong, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This pertains to the letter dated May 23, 2025 with Secretary General Rabi B. Angkal of the BTA Parliament forwarding a copy of Parliament Resolution number 546 entitled Resolution respectfully urging the Intergovernmental Relations Body IGRB to release information, conduct studies, and invite stakeholders in the course of resolving budgetary transition for the province of Sulu. As represented, the exclusions of the province of Sulu, the province, from the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao pursuant to the Supreme Court ruling in the case of Province of Sulu versus Executive Secretary et al. Has raised concerns over the continuity of public services, protections of employment for Tausug and other Sulu-based government workers, and funding of programs, activities, and projects previously administered by the Bangsamoro government. Relatedly, it was also informed that the various provincial offices and agencies operating in the province were not consulted or included in any formal budget planning activities for fiscal year 2026, thereby risking the exclusion of the province from the budgetary processes of both the national government and the Bangsamoro government. Hence, the BTA Parliament strongly recommended the following to the IGRB. Number 1, release timely and accurate information regarding the current status and direction of the transition plans for the province. Second, conduct comprehensive technical and policy studies on the fiscal, administrative, and employment implications of the province transition. Number 3, invite relevant stakeholders, including affected Tausug employees and community representatives, to actively participate in discussions, consultations, and planning activities. And number 4, ensure that the concerns of the Tausug people are duly considered and reflected in all transition-related decisions and policies, particularly those affecting public employment, fiscal allocations, and service delivery. And thereto, it is to be informed that the Office of the President immediately acted upon this concern in light of the decisions of the Supreme Court and directed the Department of Budget and Management as co-chairperson of the IGRB to work with concerned national government agencies, local government units, and the Bangsamoro government to prepare a written issuance that will ensure the continued implementations of, but not limited to, the following POPs, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. Letter I, employment and salary personnel of BARM government offices in the province. Second, nationally, locally, and BARM-funded pumps, including current processes and arrangement of revenue collections and fees. And third, other matters concerning governmental operations in the province. Since the said issuance contains provisions that require further evaluation to ensure a comprehensive understanding of its legal implications and matters pertaining to the employment and salary of personnel of BARM government offices in the province, may we inform that the same is still pending finalization. Rest assured that the national government through the IGRB shall provide timely and accurate updates on the transitions of the province. Thank you and best regards. Very truly yours, signed, Amina F. Pangandaman, Secretary. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
And there's another letter. The second letter.
The second letter, Madam Speaker, is an official communications of Ms. Rebecca T. Tenerefe, Assistant Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlunsod of Cotabato City, to the Honorable Speaker of the Bangsamoro Parliament, Attorney Pangalian M. Balindong, dated 21st of July 2025, furnishing the Honorable Speaker a copy of the Sangguniang Panlunsod Resolution Number 7438, Series of 2025, entitled a resolution requesting the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, BTA, to pass a resolution supporting the creations of the loan districts for Cotabato City. This resolution is sponsored by the Honorable Attorney Anwar Malang. And the resolution is as follows. Resolution number 7438, Series of 2025, sponsor Honorable Attorney Anwar A. Malang. A resolution requesting the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, BTA, to pass a resolution supporting the creations of a loan district for Cotabato City. Whereas Cotabato City is one of the fastest growing cities that showed significant population growth and economic development in the past few years. Whereas Cotabato City is a chartered city, politically and administratively independent from Maguindano del Norte, a newly created province as of 2024. Whereas according to the 2020 census of the PSA, with a populations of 325,079, Cotabato City have exceeded the population requirement of 250,000 as mandated under Section 5, Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution.
And you can jump to the prayer close.
Resolved, as it is hereby resolved, to request the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, BTA, to pass a resolution supporting the creation of a loan district for Cotabato City, anonymously approved July 3, 2025, certified its correctness by the City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, Honorable Juhair S. Madag, attested Rebecca T. Tenerefe, Assistant Secretary to the Sangguniang. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Secretary General. And I suppose all members of the Parliament have given copies of the two letters. Floor Leader?
Allahu Akbar, Allahu
1 minute suspension.
Allah.
Chair,
Leader,
considering that we received the communication from the other departments, we would like to call on MP Deputy Speaker Nabil Tan to have a short manifestation.
Deputy Speaker Nabil Tan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and Floor Leader. I have listened carefully when the Floor Leader read, when the Secretary General read the reply letter to our resolution from the DBM. As context, I was asking Secretary, as of now, Madam Speaker, the one that we were waiting, lumabas na po. Yung EO 91, implementing the Supreme Court decision. I would have wanted na sana before nilabas yung EO, naka-comment muna tayo. I was asking one of the officials in Malacanang. Pero it did not happen. So nalubabas, kulang pa rin sa information na gusto natin ma-elicit. So wala pa rin kung ano mangyayari sa mga hindi pa retirable na 5 years ng mga health ng hospitals ay 640 sila eh. So what will happen to them? Wala eh. And the structure is different. Yung mga ganon, so hindi na-address. But anyway, the transition is going on. Meetings, coordination meetings is now going on. I hope na in my interview at the local radio station, the XMM, I already pointed out the things that should be taken up in the coordination meeting between, magkakaroon ng coordination meeting pursuant to EO 91 between national government, regional government, at saka LGU. So sabi ko, I hope that these people who will represent us knows the issue that they should bring to the table. So yun lang po at maliwanag naman ang interview ko. Yun ang guide ko sa kanila. But anyway, the EO has been released. So thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker Nabil Tan, for that manifestation. Floor Leader?
Chair, we would like to, we're on the period of reference of business. We're now on bills on first reading. There's 3. BTA Bill number 380, BTA Bill number 381, and BTA Bill number 382. We would like to request the Secretariat to announce all the bills on this section, Madam Chair.
Secretariat, please read the BTA Bill number, author, the title and the authors of the bills.
BTA Parliament Bill number 380 entitled An Act Renaming the Municipality of South UP in the Province of Maguindanao del Sur to Teduray Municipality. Authors, Members of Parliament, Proelio Mendoza, Tawakal Mintimbang, and Kadil Sinulinding Jr. Co-authors, Members of Parliament, Susana Nayatin and Baintan Ampatuan.
Please complete the 3.
BTA Parliament Bill number 381 entitled An Act Institutionalizing the Empowerment and Welfare of Ulama, Ustadzas, Indigenous Spiritual Leaders, and other faith-based counselors in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, and appropriating funds therefore. Authors, Member of Parliament Abdul Karim Miswari, Nur Reda Miswari, Randolph Parcasio, Romeo Sema, and Saripudin Chikiri. BTA Parliament Bill number 382 entitled An Act Establishing the Bangsamoro Women's Welfare Center in every province, sa Arabic, in every province and major hospitals in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao to provide culturally inclusive and gender-sensitive health services for women, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. Authors, Member of Parliament Abdul Karim Miswari, Nur Reda Miswari, Randolph Parcasio, Romeo Sema, and Saripudin Jikiri.
Floor Leader, these are
Thank you, Madam Chair.
private.
Those are private member bills, Madam Chair, and any member of the Parliament can list their name to be author or co-author, as long as the authors of the bill accepts, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, we're on the period for resolutions. There's none. Then next is the bills on second reading. Looking around, Madam Chair, I noticed that the main authors of these two bills, 144 and 148, are not present. Therefore, I would just like to request the Secretariat to mention the bills, but I would later defer the referral of the bills to the committee because the main authors are not present.
The Secretariat is directed to read the title, the
Of BTA Bill number 144
and the authors, and BTA Bill 148, the title and the authors.
BTA Parliament Bill number 144 entitled An Act Creating the Bangsamoro Convention Center and Appropriating Funds Therefore. Author, Member Parliament Baileng Matawel. Co-authors, Members of Parliament Marian Arnado, Tawakal Mitimbang, Basir Utu, Mujib Abu, Muhammad Kelly Antao, Suhaib Oranon, Ali Salik, Said Sheikh, Abdul Wahab Pak, Hussein Munoz, Abdullah Gayak, Mosber Alauddin, Ibrahim Ali, Ahmad Abbas, Harun Abbas, Basit Abbas, Khalid Haji Abdullah, Susana Nayatin, Hasim Edilanggalan, Romeo Sema, Abdullah Hasim, Ali Muntaha Babaw, Eddie Ali, Ali Sangki, Abdullah Makapaar, Tarhata Maglangit, Rasul Ismail, Michael Mitimbang, Hamid Malik, Muslimin Jakilan, Nurreda Miswari, Abdullah Aziz Aminuddin, Dan Asnawi, John Anthony Lim, Faisal Karun, Ramon Piang Sr., Muhammad Najir Ibil, Jose Lorena, Zulfikar Ali Bayam, Abral Hataman, Ubayda Pakasam, and Utto Salim Kutan.
Madam Chair, unfortunately, the main author is not here. So therefore, I defer the referral of this bill for
There
the time
is
being.
a motion to defer BTA Bill number 144 and 148. Any
Ja-
second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, before we move forward, I was just recently informed that we have visitors here from Lente, Attorney Carlo Gino Africa, and Miss Luali Donna Velez. Sirs and ma'ams, you're welcome po.
Welcome to the BTA Parliament, our friends from Lente. Floor Leader?
Madam Chair, we will be entering now to the resolutions referred to the committee. We have committee report number 156 submitted by the Committee on Public Works, proposed resolution 687. We would like to call on MP Matalam to give us the report for committee report number 156.
MP Mikael Matalam, as Chair of the Committee on Public Works, is recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I stand before you today for presenting the committee report on the resolution, Madam Speaker, of a proposed resolution number 687, introduced by MP Ramon Piang Sr., MP Eddie Ali, and MP Hatimili Hassan, entitled Resolution Urging the Intergovernmental Infrastructure Development Board to include in its priority agenda the rehabilitation and upgrading of the Awang Upi South Upi Libak Highway in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region. As duly considered the same and as the honor to report back to the Bangsamoro Transition Authority the result of the deliberation. The committee discussed the urgent need to rehabilitate the deteriorating Awang Upi South Upi Libak Road, particularly in the Datu Udin Sinswat and Upi, due to safety risks and economic impact. While the road is under national jurisdiction, public perception blames the Bangsamoro government for the neglect. The committee adopted the resolution urging national action and data verification with the Ministry of Public Works, committing to raise the matter in the next Intergovernmental Infrastructure Development Board meeting. Thus, the committee recommends the adoption of the proposed resolution number 687. Madam Chair, Madam Speaker.
Floor Leader.
Madam Chair, we now open the period for interpellation and debates. Would there be anyone who wants to ask our committee chairperson regarding the resolution?
The period of interpellation and debate for committee report 156 is now open. Anybody? Can we have a copy of the report? Can we adopt the report for deliberation first?
Yes, Madam Chair. There's a motion. We move to adopt the report for deliberation.
There is a motion to adopt the committee report 156 for deliberation. Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And it seems, Madam Chair, there would be no one asking for interpellation or amendments. Interpellation.
Floor Leader, what's next?
Madam Chair, we move to close the period of interpellation and debate and open the period for amendments.
There is a motion to close the period of interpellation and debate and further move that we open the period of amendments. No objection, hearing none, motion is approved.
Anyone for amendments for resolution 687? It seems that no one will be amending, Madam Chair. We now close the period for amendments.
There is a motion to close the period of amendments. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Madam Chair, we
You need to move for
yes, we move to adopt resolution number 687.
Committee
as
report number 156.
Committee report 156 for proposed resolution number 687, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to approve committee report number 156 in relation to proposed resolution number 687. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Floor Leader.
Next, Madam Chair, is committee report number 157 for proposed resolution number 702. Also to be delivered by the chairperson of the Committee on Public Works, MP Micael Matalam.
MP Micael Matalam, as chair of the Committee on Public Works, is recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I'm here to report the committee report number 157. This was referred to the Public Works Committee. Proposed resolution number 702, introduced by MP Abdul Basit Benito, entitled "A Resolution Urging the Department of Public Works and Highways National to fast-track the renovation of Quirino Bridge in Cotabato City." The committee has duly considered the same and has the honor to report back to the Bangsamoro Transition Authority the results of the deliberations. The committee deliberated on the delayed renovation of the historic Quirino Bridge and the public's mistaken attribution of responsibility of the Bangsamoro government despite the project being under the Department of Public Works and Highways. The bridge's economic and historical significance was emphasized by the committee and recommended that the Ministry of Public Works augment the repair and elevate the matter to the Intergovernmental Relations Body. The committee was informed that the project awarded to Freyfield Corporation remains pending due to a 120 million variation order, reportedly included in the 2026 budget. Concerns were raised about the propriety of a variation order exceeding 10% of the contract amount. A proposal was raised issuing a public statement clarifying the jurisdiction of national projects within BARM to address public misconceptions, which the committee supported. MPW committed to forward the committee's comments and documents to DPWH National to the Intergovernmental Infrastructure Development Board, or IIDB. Thus, the committee recommends the adoption of the proposed resolution number 702 without amendments, Madam Speaker.
Floor Leader.
Chair, we now open the adoption for discussion of Committee Report 157.
There is a motion to adopt for deliberation Committee Report 157. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Madam Chair, we now open the period for period of debates and interpellation.
There is a motion to proceed with the period of interpellation and debate. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Now open the floor.
Madam Chair, it seems that no one wants to interpellate.
Can you do omnibus motion?
Yes, Madam Chair. I'm doing an omnibus motion to close the period of interpellation and also the period of amendments, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to close the period of interpellation and also the period of amendments. Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Then we move, Madam Chair, to adopt Committee Report number 157 in relation to proposed resolution 702.
There is a motion to approve Committee Report 157 in relation to proposed resolution 702. Any second? Any objection? Motion is approved.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Then, Madam Chair,
Yes, please proceed.
we have third committee report number 159 to be presented to us by the chair of the CLG, Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo, Madam Chair.
MP Attorney Nagib Senerimbo as chair of the Committee on Local Government is recognized.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With the kind permission of the Speaker and the indulgence of the floor leader, may we respectfully render Committee Report number 159. Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Local Government and the Committee on Finance, Budget and Management, to which was referred BTA Bill number 355, introduced by the proponent, entitled An Act Establishing and Institutionalizing the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership, or SEAL, program for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao and appropriating funds therefore. We've considered the same and have the honor to report back to the Bangsamoro Transition Authority Parliament the result of the deliberations. The BTA Bill number 355 was referred to the Committee on Local Government and the Committee on Finance, Budget and Management on 24 July 2025. In line with this, the CLG conducted 2 public hearings to gather insights and recommendations from stakeholders. The first hearing, held in Cotabato City on 12 August 2025, highlighted the need to clarify the awarding process, address inconsistencies in the proposed fund allocation, ensure the feasibility of the incentive targets, refine the repealing clause, and designate the MFBM as the fund manager. The stakeholders also stressed the importance of transparency,
mandated collaboration with Islamic banks, disclosure of fund utilization, expanded award categories for inclusivity, and clearer coverage of the award. Meanwhile, the second public hearing in Marawi City on 14 August 2025 with the academe, in particular the Mindanao State University, expressed strong support while highlighting the need to reconcile the SEAL program with the existing Seal of Good Local Governance, or the SGLG. Emphasis was placed on ensuring transparency and sustainability of the fund, clarifying eligibility, and strengthening outcome-based transformative leadership contextualized to the Bangsamoro values and aligned with sustainable development goals. Technical recommendations included clear nomination and selection procedures, transparent criteria at each assessment stage, reconsideration of the one-time award limitation, and defined roles and qualifications of academic partners in the selection process. Furthermore, the committee held committee hearings with the Ministry of the Interior and Local Government and the Ministry of Finance, Budget and Management last August 13, 2025 to deliberate on the budget requirements. A joint committee meeting was subsequently convened with the CFBM to approve the proposed budget and deliberate on the bill. Accordingly, the joint committees respectfully recommend the approval of the measure with the following amendments already incorporated into the bill as presented. 1. On Section 3, replace LCEs with leaders to read as follows. Section 3, the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership. The SEAL is the highest leadership award, incentive, honor, and recognition-based program for all leaders in the BARM, and is a continuing commitment for leaders to continually progress and improve their leadership in the following domains. Number 2, in Section 12, Paragraph C, insert a new paragraph after the last paragraph to read as follows. In cases of tie, the selection committee shall resolve it through a vote during its deliberation. Number 3, Section 12, insert an additional section. Section 13, no awardee. In the event that no qualified or eligible nominees passes the third level assessment, the selection committee shall declare no awardee for the given fiscal year, provided that the award fund shall be retained in the special SEAL fund account reserved for the next cycle of assessment, or the BTO may opt to invest it in the manner provided under Section 17 of this Act. Consequently, the original Section 13 and all sections thereafter shall be renumbered accordingly. In Section 14, delete the phrase "are restricted" and replaced with "an" to read as follows. An endowment fund, hereinafter to be known as the SEAL Endowment Fund, is hereby exclusively established to be managed by the Bangsamoro Treasury Office, which shall be the trustee of the said fund. The Bangsamoro government shall allocate the amount of 250 million pesos as the seed capital for the SEAL Endowment Fund. Number 5, on the same section, delete the second sentence of the first paragraph and replace with an amount of 500 million peso is hereby appropriated as the seed capital for the SEAL Endowment Fund. Furthermore, amend the first sentence of the second paragraph to read as follows. For purposes of this act, a special account called the Special SEAL Fund is hereby established, which shall serve as depository account for the seed capital and realized profits of the SEAL Endowment Fund. Number 6, on Section 15, insert the phrase, in case the awardee is a leader representing an LGU in the beginning of the first sentence, and replace Section 15 with Section 16 to read as follows. In case the awardee is a leader representing an LGU, the use of the incentive paid out of the SEAL Endowment Fund under Section 16 of this Act shall be governed by the policies governing the utilization of the 20% of the annual national allotment for local development projects, the annual investment program, and the local development incentive program. Number 7, on the same section, insert another paragraph after the first paragraph to read as follows. In case the awardee is a leader representing an organization or institution in the BARM, the incentive shall be used only for the furtherance of the primary purpose of such organization or institution. Number 8, on section 16, amend the second sentence to read as follows. Provided that as far as practicable, the BTO shall invest the endowment fund in a Sharia compliant and or pursuant to Islamic financing principles, investment products, and whether foreign or local. Number 9, on section 22, insert the phrase and the MFBM after the phrase the MILG, and insert the word jointly after the word shall to read as follows. The MILG and the MFBM shall formulate and promulgate the rules and regulations to implement the provisions of this act within 45 days from effectivity thereof. Number 10, after section 22, insert additional provision to read as follows. Section 24, transitory provision. Upon the effectivity of this act, the existing SEAL program of the MILG shall transition into the SEAL Act of 2025. Consequently, all sections thereafter shall be numbered accordingly. Just to emphasize, these amendments have already been incorporated into the bill, and with the request from both the committees on local government and the Committee on Finance to include all members of the committees on local government and finance, we have reflected authorship in the following manner. A principal author, yours truly, and as co-authors thereof, MP Abdullah B. Hashim, MP Romeo K. Sema, MP Rasdi T. Adyong, MP Ali Rakim Timonder, MP Amir Zakaria Irakim, MP Tumanda Di Antok, MP Kitam Di Kadatuan, Junior, MP Marup Bicandao, MP Abdul Basit R. Benito, MP Alindato Kipagayaw, MP Ibrahim P. Ibay, MP Butch Malang, MP Muhammad Nazir S. Ebil, MP Abrar J. Hataman, MP Mosber I. Aliuddin, MP Aminuddin Yusamagayan, MP Ahmad I. Abbas, MP Otto Salim Di Kutan, MP John Anthony L. Lim, MP Haron M. Abbas, MP Froilen T. Mendoza, MP Tawakkal Bimidnimbang, MP Susana is Anayatin, MP Muhammad Kelly Yuantao, MP Ramon A. Piang, Sr., MP Bailing Ismantawil, MP Abdul Rakim T. Miswari, MP Mohagir T. Iqbal, MP Kadil M. Sinulinding Jr., MP Faisal J. Caron, MP Ali Osalik, MP Matarul M. Estino, MP Noreda I. Miswari, MP Bayali Iscaron, MP Don Mustafa A. Luong, MP Amiruddin Y. Gayak, MP Zulfikar Ali S. Bayam, MP Ubayda Sipakasam, MP Siti Fahani S. Uyuyud, MP Michael Imidtimbang, MP Raisa It's Jajuri, MP Soharto M. Ambuludto, MP Dani Sasnawi, MP Hashimi N. Nilanggalan, MP Edward U. Guerra, MP Rasul E. Ismail, MP Saripuddin DJ Kiri, MP Benjamin Tiloong, MP Jafar Apollo Micael L. Matalam, MP Hussein P. Muñoz, MP Jose I. Lorena, MP Javier I. Asarul, MP Khalid M. Haji Abdullah, MP Hatimil I. Hassan, MP Said M. Shaikh, MP Pangalian M. Balindong, MP Nabil A. Tan, MP Omar Yasser C. Sema, MP Lanang T. Ali Jr., MP Liza M. Alamia, MP Suaib L. Oranun, MP Baintan A. Ampatuan, MP Ishak B. Mastura, MP Azfar H. Usman, MP Shah Elijah B. Dumama Alba, MP Rasul Y. Mitmug Jr., MP Randolph C. Parcasio, and MP Soharto S. Ismail. We respectfully submit, Madam Speaker. I hope we did not miss any of the names of the members of the Committee on Finance, and the Committee on Local Government. Thank you
Floor
very much.
Leader, thank you.
Madam Chair, for the purpose of the deliberations and debates, we move to adopt the committee report 159 in relation to bill number 355.
There is a motion to adopt for deliberation committee report number 159 in relation to BTA bill number 355. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Madam Chair, we open the period of interpellation and debates.
There is a motion to open the period of interpellation and debate. Any second? Any objection? Motion is approved. The floor is now open.
MP Hatimil Hassan is recognized, Madam Chair.
The Deputy Chief Minister, MP Hatimil Hassan, is recognized.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam Speaker, Majority Floor Leader, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. When the Moro National Liberation Front was organized and established, it was composed of all the peoples of Minsupala. Its leadership were composed of people from Mindanao, Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, and Palawan, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker. Its memberships composed of people not only Muslims, not only IPs, but including other sector in Mindanao, Madam Chair. It was for the first time that our people, the people of Minsupala, were united under one organization and under one leadership for the purpose of fighting, struggling for self-determination of the Bangsamoro, of the Bangsamoro people, Madam Speaker. It was a unity achieved through hard work of the organizers of the Moro National Liberation Front, Madam Speaker. The first chairman of the MNLF was Professor Nur Miswari, with the late Ustad Salamat Hashim was proposed to be the vice chairman of the MNLF, Madam Chair. And they were one and united not until November 1977, when a group of MNLF commanders petitioned and moved to recognize the late Samat Hashim as the chair of the MNLF. It went on for almost 7 years, Madam Chair, until the late Salamat Hashim organized the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. And that began the division, the disunity of our people, Madam Chair. As an active member of the Moro National Liberation Front and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, I was working trying to unite again the leadership of the MNLF, which led me even to send the late Ustad Abu Khalil Yahya to Tripoli in order to talk to Chairman Miswari to unite the leadership of the MNLF, Madam Chair. And it even led the Muslim World League of Saudi Arabia suggesting to organize an executive committee composed of 7 members, wherein 4 members would come from the faction of Chairman Miswari, 2 members would come from the factions of the late Salamat Hashim, and 1 member coming from the Rashid Lukman Salipad Apindatun factions, Madam Chair. But the suggestions of the World Muslim League, the Rabitatul Alam al Islamia of Mecca, Saudi Arabia, did not succeed, Madam Chair, to unite again the leadership of the MNLF. Because it was exploited already by our enemy to divide our people in order to weaken our resistance against our enemy, Madam Chair. Now, in order to do something and work for the unity of our people, Madam Speaker, I'd like to intervene and introduce amendment during the period of amendment to change the name, to add to the name of the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership to Miswari Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership, Madam Chair. In order to foster even only name that our people, our people and the leadership of the MNLF would be one and united, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'd like to, in the period of amendment, to introduce that amendment, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Your leader?
Chair, would the proponent like to reply, or we
Yes,
can also close the period of amendment, the period of interpellation?
If it would please the Madam Speaker,
Yes, please.
it may be best
reply.
it may be best to reply when the period of amendment comes.
Okay. Your leader?
Chair, looking around, I don't see anybody else who would like to
Kadyo.
interpellate.
Kadyo.
See?
Kadyo.
We close the period of interpellation and debates.
There is a motion to close the period of interpellation and debate for BTA Bill number 355. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Madam Chair, now we open the period of amendments.
The period of amendments is now open.
DCM Hassan is all recognized.
The Deputy Chief Minister, Hatimil Hassan, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to introduce an amendment to the name of the institution that we are going to put up.
Can
So-
we look at the title, Deputy Speaker? It's on the
Yes,
screen.
yes. An act establishing an institution and institutionalizing the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership SEAL program for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, and allocating funds for this purpose. No. Yes, for this purpose, the Salamat Excellence Award. So I'd like to add Miswari Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership, Madam Speaker.
Is that an omnibus amendment for all the salamat word, and we will put Miswari before the word salamat?
Miswari Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership.
I think it's an omnibus motion. May we hear from the proponent?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Before we respond, may we just make a comments on the earlier manifestation. One is that the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership is named after the founding chair of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. But at the same time, it also carries an additional allusion into the idea of gratitude or salamat. In a way, we extend our gratitude to leaders who would become transformative in our society. So that's the reason why we did not name it Hashim instead, which is the first name of the, or the surname of the founding leader. We name it Salamat, his first name, because we wanted it to convey another message, not just the name, but also the idea of gratitude. The second reservation that we have in amending the name of the award, Madam Speaker, is that normally awards and accolades named after a certain person are conferred after the death of the individual. And the reason for that, Madam Speaker, is that we need to see the overall life of the person whom we honor by naming an award. Because the danger is always there that he might depart from what we normally consider would be exemplary lives for people. So until a person has departed into the great beyond, award committees are fraught upon the idea of naming the award to a specific individual who still is living. And to prevent that, awards are named after persons who have departed. We would consider at a proper time probably the amendments when this complies with some of the established rules for naming awards
But now,
internally. But for now, Madam Speaker, we have to be very frank, although we thank the good Deputy Chief Minister for bringing up the idea, but for now, we will have to reject the proposed amendment.
the proposed amendment is rejected. Deputy Chief Minister, what is the pleasure of the proponent of the amendment?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Speaker, in this connection, Madam Chair, I would like to withdraw my name from being
Author.
author of this resolution, Madam Chair, and I vote no for the resolution.
In proper time, you
Thank you,
register
Madam Chair.
your vote, but the Secretariat is directed to exclude the name of the Deputy Chief Minister as co-author of this bill. Floor Leader?
Madam Chair, I see no other person moving for an amendment. We now therefore close the period of amendment.
There's a motion to close the period of amendments for BTA Bill number 355. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Then, Madam Chair, we move to
We can proceed with the voting.
yes, Madam Chair. Voting for our ayes and nays in relation to committee report number 159. For all those in favor, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to I think we got the certification. That's why we are proceeding. May we confirm with the Secretary General if we have the certification for us to proceed with the approval of this bill.
Madam Chair, we answer in affirmative that we received the certifications of urgency by the Chief Minister dated 19 August 2025. Madam Speaker.
With the certification coming from the Chief Minister of the urgency of BTA Bill number 355, we will now proceed to the voting by viva voce. For all those in favor of BTA Bill number 355, say aye. For those who are not in favor of BTA Bill number 355, say nay. With the resounding vote of aye, BTA Bill number 355 is now approved on second reading. Congratulations to the proponent and author and chair of the Committee on Local Government, MP Attorney Nagib Sinorimbo.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker and colleagues.
Lord Leader?
Madam Speaker, considering that the Secretary General showed us the certificate of urgency, allow us to move BTA Bill number 355 to bills on third reading.
There is a motion to include BTA Bill number 355 in the third reading.
Yes, Madam Speaker. And we request the Secretariat, Madam Speaker, to please print for us a final copy of the bill.
And the Secretariat is directed to print the final copy of the BTA Bill 355 before we proceed with the voting later.
Madam Chair, for number 7, unfinished business, we have none. For bills on third reading, we have 3. 4, Madam Chair. Should we proceed to the bills on third reading, Madam Chair?
Please proceed.
Okay. Madam Chair, for BTA Bill number 104, we can already proceed for third reading, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to proceed with BTA Bill number 104. May we request the Secretariat to please read the title of BTA Bill 104 and authors before we proceed with the voting.
BTA Parliament Bill number 104 entitled An Act Establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the Municipality of Tipo-Tipo, Province of Basilan, appropriating funds therefore, authored by members of the Parliament Amil Bahar Mawalil, Musbir Alauddin, Hatimil Hasan, Muslimin Jakilan, Laisa Alamia, Kadel Jit Sinulinding Jr., Sa Ilaiha Dumama Alba, Lanang Ali Jr., Mirian Arnado, Mohagir Iqbal, Amrosi Makatanong, Tarhata Maglangit, Aida Silungan, and Abrar Hataman. Co-authored by members of Parliament Baintan Ampatuan, Suharto Ambuludto, Rasul Mitmog Jr., Don Mustafa Luong, Rasul Ismail, Basit Abbas, Hasimi Dilanggalin, Dan Asnawi, Harun Abbas, Jamil Ramos, Ahmad Abbas, Ibrahim Ali, Randolph Parcasio, Hamid Malik, Michael Midtimbang, Susana Anayatin, Romeo Sima, Faisal Karon, Bailing Mantawil, Abdul Karim Miswari, Mujib Abu, Muhammad Kili Antaw, Edi Ali, Bin Martin Kahalan, Ali Muntaha Babaw, Matarol Istino, Norrida Miswari, Khalid Haji Abdullah, Ubayda Pakasim, Siti Fahani Uyuyod, Suharto Ismail, Frelin Mendoza, Marjani Makasalong, Ali Salik, Abrar Hataman, Otto Salim Kotan, Tawakal Midtimbang, Suaib Uranon, Abdul Wahab Pak, Said Sheikh, and Basir Otto.
Chair, before we proceed to the nominal voting, we would like to note that on the copy of everybody, there's already the one condition that we requested last time, that the governor of Basilan, Mujib Hataman, also accepts this bill. It's already provided in the documents, Madam Chair. And I would also like to recognize MP Joe Lorena before we proceed.
The Deputy Floor Leader, MP Attorney Jose Lorena, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Floor Leader. I was just about to ask that question, but the floor has already answered that there is already confirmation of acceptance from Governor Ataman, because before the approval, we have a condition set that before the final approval, we should be able to secure the approval for Mujib Ataman. Nonetheless, Madam Speaker, I have not seen the proponent. I don't know where is he.
Oh, may we know where is the proponent?
Oh, the proponent is here. I was about to object to the votation without the proponent. But since he's already here, then we can proceed. I will withdraw my supposed manifestation, Madam Speaker.
MP Masbir Alaudin is here. Anyway, Secretariat is directed to call the roll for the voting on third and final reading of BTA Bill number 104, or an act establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the municipality of Tipo-Tipo, province of Basilan, and appropriating funds therefore. Secretariat?
Nominal voting on BTA Parliament Bill number 104 on third and final reading. Honorable Members of Parliament, Abbas Ahmad, Abbas Harun, Abbas Basit, Abu Mujib, Adiong Rasdi, Alami Alaisa, Alauddin Musbir.
Yes, the author, MP Alauddin Musbir, is recognized. You have your 5 minutes as a principal author.
10 minutes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Madam Speaker, esteemed members of this august body, today I rise with deep emotion and firm conviction as I cast my yes vote for BTA Bill number 104. This measure is deeply personal. It carries the weight of experiences that continue to shape my calling as a public servant. As a kid, I lost my mother because there was no accessible medical care She was in critical condition, but no hospital was nearby. Help came too late. I carry that loss not only as a son, but as a lasting reminder of the gap we are trying to close. Years later, another moment tested us as a family. Before we could reach the nearest hospital, again too far, my wife gave birth right there on the roadside on a bridge. It was one of the most entertaining and humbling moments of my life. Alhamdulillah, both mother and child survived. We named our daughter Siti Raisa after that bridge. She is living reminders of both the danger and the resilience of our fellow Basilanos in Tipu-Tipu and Maluso. But not everyone has been as fortunate. Ilang buhay pa ba ang kailangang mawala? Ilang pamilya pa ba ang dapat masaktan at mahirapan dahil lang sa wala o huli ang serbisyong medikal? Alhamdulillah, with the passage of these years, this august body affirms the right of my fellow Basilanos to immediate and accessible health care, even in the above provinces in the region. Ito po ang nagpapatunay na ang access health care ay tunay na prioridad sa Bangsamoro government. Nasa usaping kalusugan, lahat ay pinakikinggan, bawat boses, bawat tribo, bawat probinsya, bawat pamilya. At ganito natin binubuo ang kinabukasang nakaugat sa malasakit, dignidad, at katarungan para sa Bangsamoro. Alhamdulillah, once again, a few years lagi-lagi para sa Bangsamoro.
Thank you. Secretariat, please proceed with the roll call.
Ali Lanang Jr. Ambuluto Suharto. Anayatin Susana. Antaw Muhammad Kili. Antok Tumanda. Asarul Habir. Asnawi Dan. Balindong Ahmad Amir. Balindong Pangalian. Bayam Jor Fikar Ali. Benito Abdul Basit. Kandaw Maarov. Kotan Uto Salim. Bilanggalin Hasimi.
Madam Speaker, I'll have my 1 minute in the approval of the Maluso bill.
Please,
But my vote is
proceed.
yes.
Please proceed as chair of the Committee on Health. You have your 1 minute.
In the approval of the Maluso
Okay.
Hospital. Thank
Noted.
you, Madam Speaker.
Please proceed, Secretariat.
Dumama Albasa Ilayha. Ibel Muhammad Najir. Ismail Soharto. Estino Matarol. Gayak Amiruddin. Gira Edward. Haji Abdullah Khalid. Hasim Abdullah. Hasan Hatimil,
The Deputy Chief Minister is recognized.
Madam Speaker, my vote is yes. My vote is yes, Madam Speaker, because of the fact that Basilan an island province, which is far from the medical facilities that are available, modern medical facilities, which is Zamboanga City. And it took us several hours before we reached Zamboanga City, Madam Speaker. Now, I would like also to pay tribute to Governor Mujib Ataman for the fact that he was able, that he succeeded in converting the Basilan General Hospital into the Basilan Specialist Medical Center, Madam Speaker. However, Isabela City is still far from the municipality of Tipo-Tipo, Albarca, Tuburan, Muhammad Ajul, and the other island barangays in Basilan, Madam Speaker. So with that situation, Madam Speaker, that the establishment of a general hospital in Tipo-Tipo municipality is very much needed to serve the populations, which are composed of about 150,000 residents, Madam Speaker. With that, I would like to repeat my vote is yes, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Deputy Chief Minister Hatimil Hasan. Secretariat, please proceed.
Hataman Abrar, Ibay Ibrahim, Iqbal Muhagir, Ismail Rasul, Jajuri Raisa, Jekiri Saripuddin, Kadatuan Kitim Junior, Karon Bay Ali, Karon Faisal, Lim Jan Anthony, Loong Benjamin, Loong Don Mustafa, Lorena Jose, Makakuwa Abdul Rauf, Makapaar Abdullah, Malang Boch Jr., Mantawil Bailing, Mastura Isak, Matalam Jaafar Apollo Mikael, Mendoza Froilin, Midtimbang Michael, Midtimbang Tawakal, Miswari Abdul Karim, Miswari Nur Rida, Mitmo Grasol Jr., Mondir Ali Rakim, Munoz Hussein, Uranon Swaib, Pakasim Ubayda, Pagayaw Alindato, Pak Abdul Wahab, Parkasio Randolph, Piang Ramon Senior, Rakim Amir Jaakaria, Salindab Said, Salik Ali, Sima Omar Yasir, Sima Romeo, Sheikh Said, Sinarimbo Nagib, Sinulinding Kadil Jr.
MP Kadil Sinulinding Jr. is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. To my esteemed colleagues, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. This bill has a very strong emotional connection to me. Since 2001 on record, I was the first who responded after the Lamaitan siege, without knowing and without realizing that 1/4 of my blood reside in Ongkaya Pukan and in Tipo-Tipo Basilan that I recently knew. It is because of MP Mosber Alauddin who introduced me to my relatives that I have long lost and trying to keep track on. This hospital is a symbol of extension of our commitment, not only as an instrument of service, but in the preservation of life. That is why, Madam Speaker, and to my esteemed colleagues, my answer is a resounding, very healthy yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Minister Sinulinding. Secretariat, please proceed.
Sulaiman Ali, Sumagayan Aminuddin, Tan Nabil, Usman Ajpar, Oyod Siti Fahani, Yakob Muhammad,
Si Antaw pa.
Antaw Muhammad Kili.
Secretariat,
Madam Speaker, the result of the nominal voting on the third and final reading of the BTA Parliament Bill number 104, entitled An Act Establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the Municipality of Tipo-Tipo, Province of Basilan, and appropriating funds, therefore, are as follows. 39 yes votes, 0 no vote, and 0 abstention. Madam Speaker.
with 39 votes for yes, BTA Bill number 104, or an act establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the Municipality of Tipo-Tipo, Province of Basilan, and appropriating funds therefore, is now approved on third and final reading. Congratulations to the authors. Mabuhay ang Basilan. Floor Leader.
Madam Speaker, we now have BTA Bill number 105, an act establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the Municipality of Malusu, Province of Basilan, and appropriating funds therefore. Similar to BTA Bill number 104, Madam Speaker, we also have received the acceptance of the Governor of Basilan. Can
the Secretariat
flash the screen?
Confirm that and show on the screen?
Madam Speaker, the affirmative letter of the Governor of Basilan, Mujib Hataman, was received by our office last August 18, 2025. This letter is addressed to the Chairperson of the Committee on Health, Honorable Dr. Hasim Noor Dilanggalan.
With that, Madam Speaker, we move that this bill be voted upon in the third and final read. reading, Madam Speaker, that this bill be voted upon, Madam Speaker.
There is a motion to proceed with the voting of BTA Bill number 105, or an act establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the municipality of Maluso, province of Basilan, and appropriating funds therefore. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. The Secretariat is now directed to call the roll for the voting on third and final reading of BTA Bill 105.
Nominal voting on BTA Parliament Bill number 105 on third and final reading. Honorable members of Parliament Abbas Ahmad, Abbas Harun, Abbas Basit, Abu Mujib, Adiong Rasdi, Alamiya Laisa, Alauddin Mosbir, Ali.
Yes, the proponent is recognized. MP Mosbir Alauddin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sa mga kasamahan member of the parliament, I vote yes to the BTA Parliament Bill number 105 because this will ensure the timely and accessible health care for my fellow Basilanos, proving that health care is a right and priority for every Bangsamoro.
Secretariat, please proceed. Thank you, MP Mosbir.
Ali Lanang Jr., Ambuluto Sohalto, Anayatin Susana, Antaw Muhammad Kili, Antok Tumanda, Asarol Habir, Asnawi Dan,
Baka may magsalita pa eh.
Balindong Ahmad Amir, Balindong Pangalian, Bayam Julfikar Ali, Benito Abdul Basit, Kandaw Maaruf, Kutan Uto Salim, Dilanggalin Hasimi,
MP Dr. Hashimi Dalanggalin, as Chair of the Committee on Health, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. May I start? Thank you, Madam Speaker. To our dear Chief Minister, Abdul Rauf Makakua, to our Speaker of this Honorable Parliament, Attorney Pangalian Balindong, represented by the Iron Lady of Maguindanao and Cotabato City, Deputy Speaker Ma'am Baintan ng Patuan, and to the deputy speakers, deputy floor leaders, and to my fellow member of parliament, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Today, I cast my yes votes in support of the two BTA bills, 104 and 105. Of the many health-related measures we've discussed in this parliament, I must say that the hospitals of Tipo-Tipo and Maluso in Basilan left me the deepest emotional imprint on me. These institutions are not just service providers. They are anchors of dignity in communities that have endured years of quiet sacrifice. Madam Speaker, itong bill na ito ay kumbaga pa dumaan sa maraming rough and rugged road. Ngunit dahil po sa perseverance ng lahat ng miyembro ng Committee on Health and Committee on Finance, Budget and Management and lahat po tayo dito sa Parliament, alhamdulillah ngayong araw na ito ay ma-approve na. Despite being fully devolved under the provincial government and despite limitations in staffing, facilities, and budget, they have continued to serve. Their structure is unique, and so was the legislative process that brought us here. These measures were not rushed. Hindi po talaga ito minadali para itong pinunta sa... Ang nangyari po dito, inapprove po ito sa committee, pinasa po natin sa Committee on Finance, Budget and Management, and meron ding problemang nakita doon. Ang nangyari, binalik po sa committee, pero nandito na tayo ngayon. They took over a year of rigorous policy scrutiny, budget realignments, and back and forth consultations between the Committee on Health, CFBM, and our LGU partners on the ground. In fact, nakausap ko po dito yung dalawang governors po ng Basilan. Ngayon, then Governor Jim Hataman Saliman, and also yung ating governor ngayon, Governor Mujib Hataman, na hindi naman siguro, kinukulit ko siya, si Gov Mujib doon po sa kanyang letter. Ilang beses ko po siyang kinausap. And alhamdulillah, nakuha po natin yung inaasam natin na reply ng province of Basilan. There are hearings where it became painfully clear how far the need outweighed the means. Hospital beds stretched to their limits, exhausted health workers doubling on the rolls, patients traveling hours to receive care, but even in those limitations, there was hope and a quiet determination to improve. And that, Madam Speaker, is what these bills represent. Not jurisdiction, not politics, but responsibility. The Bangsamoro government, through these measures, affirms that when gaps persist, we will not look away. We will step in with compassion. To our partners, again, maraming salamat po sa Vice Governor po ngayon ng Basilan, Vice Governor Jim Hataman Saliman, sa ating Governor po, Governor Mujib Hataman, siyempre po sa mga principal authors of these bills, MP Mosber Alauddin, MP Abrar Hataman, and siyempre po doon po sa kasamahan natin MP Amil Bahar Mawalil, which is the original proponent of these bills. And also, I would like to thank our dear Minister of Health, Dr. Kadil Sinulinding Jr. Maraming salamat. Siyempre, kailangan din natin magpasalamat sa magpupukpok, our Madam Speaker. And again, Madam Speaker, my vote is yes. And sa lahat po ng mga kasamahan ko na walang sawang sumusuporta sa atin, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, MP Dr. Hashimi Dilanggalan. Secretariat, please proceed.
Dumama Albasa Ilayha, Ibel Muhammad Najir, Ismail Soharto, Estino Matarol, Gaya Kamiruddin, Gera Edward, Haji Abdullah Khalid, Hasim Abdullah, Hasan Hatimil,
The Deputy Chief Minister, MP Hatimilasan, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My vote is yes, Madam Speaker. My vote is yes. Is a tribute to one of the MNLF commanders who passed away the other day, Commander Jaid Undog, at the Infante Hospital in Isabela City, Madam Chair. Maluso Municipality of Basilan, Madam Chair, is facing the municipality of Bangingi and Luok in Sulu, Madam Chair. This hospital would not be only useful to serve the people of Maluso, but including the island municipalities of Tawan Lasa and the island municipality of Pilas, and of course, the island municipality of Bangingi of Sulu, Madam Speaker. So the establishment of this hospital in Maluso is, in fact, a necessary and needed by the people in the area, Madam Chair. So my vote, yes, again, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Minister. Secretariat, please proceed.
Hataman Abrar.
MP Abrar Hataman is recognized.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Madam Speaker, I have been always mentioning and have been very vocal about it that we may have entered the Parliament during its last stretch, last few months of the Parliament, and we're always grateful to see the passing of many hospitals into different levels, the passing of hospitals or establishment of hospitals into an establishment into a level 1. But today is a very special day because we're passing a hospital, an establishment of an hospital that hits home. So, Madam Speaker, ako po ay bumoboto ng yes para sa BTA Bill number 104 and 105 at hayaan niyo po akong ipahayag ang aking boto. Madam Speaker, these legislations have been pending before this Parliament for about 3 years now. In the course of deliberations, questions and devolutions were raised, particularly whether the regional government may establish a level 1 general hospitals within a fully devolved province such as the province of Basilan. With the recent opinion of the Bangsamoro Attorney General's Office or the BAGO, we are guided with the clear extent of the Parliament's jurisdiction. The opinion draws the line between the devolved powers of the province and the continuing authority of the Bangsamoro government under the Bangsamoro Organic Law and the Bangsamoro Local Government Code. It affirms that nothing in the law limits the regional government from establishing hospitals, and that the Bangsamoro government has the authority to exercise jurisdiction over health services, including the establishment and operation of a level 1 general hospitals. Madam Speaker, this legislation is a promise fulfilled to the people of Basilan. It is a caring response to the urgent health needs of our constituents. With the passage of these bills, our people in Basilan, especially in Tipo-Tipo and Maluso, will no longer have to take long and difficult journeys just to receive the most basic hospital care, which is one of the basic needs of a human being. These hospitals will bring healing closer to home, comfort to families, and hope to the communities that have been long underserved. Thus, I cast my yes vote to the BTA Bills number 104 and 105 because our people in Basilan deserves nothing less than care and compassion. Mula po sa bayan ng Maluson at Tipo-Tipo, maraming salamat po, and thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, MP Abrar Hataman. Secretariat, please proceed.
Ibay Ibrahim. Iqbal Mahagir, Ismail Rasul, Jajori Raisa, Jekiri Saripuddin, Kadatuan Kitim Junior, Karon Bay Ali, Karon Faisal, Lim Jan Anthony, Loong Benjamin, Loong Don Mustafa, Lorena Jose, Makakuha Abdul Rauf, Makapaar Abdullah, Malang Bots Jr., Mantawil Bailing, Mastura Isak, Matalam Jaafar Apollo Mikael, Mendoza Froilin, Midtimbang Michael, Midtimbang Tawakal, Miswari Abdul Karim, Miswari Norrida, Mitmo Grasol Jr., Mundir Ali Rakim, Muñoz Susain, Uranon Suaib, Pakasim Obayda, Pagayaw Alindato, Pak Abdul Wahab, Parkasi Urandor, Piang Ramon Senior, Rakim Amir Jaakaria, Salindab Said, Salik Ali, Sima Omar Yasir, Sima Romeo, Sheikh Said, Sinarimbo Nagid, Sinulinding Kadil Jr.,
MP Dr. Kadil Sinulinding Jr. is recognized.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. To our Speaker, Attorney Pangalian Balindong, our Presiding Officer, Deputy Speaker Bainta ng Batuan, Floor Leader, Deputy Floor Leaders, esteemed members and colleagues of this August Chamber, to our guest, to the people of Basilan, again, pleasant afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. In 2010, during my first out-of-town visit as Regional Secretary of DOH-ARM, there was a strife a night before affecting 5 families with involvement of children. One died because of second-degree burns, and the others were rushed to Basilan General Hospital, where I was there and helped treat the patient. Because of lack of hospital equipments and medical care, especially the consultants, we transferred the patient to Brent Hospital, and along the way, one of the child nearly died because of dehydration and the effect of second-degree burning. That is a situation wherein hospital facility and an efficient medical care should be established in our communities. Without it, we are going to have a very difficult time explaining to our people why there is an urgent need to establish hospitals. Let it be known that patients or clients of the hospital are the most uncomfortable, in pain, and very impatient clients. That is why when they come, gusto nila mabilis, agad-agarang lunas, at saka kaginhawaan. Without our hospitals, I think that is near to impossibility. And with this measure, I commend the principal authors of this bill, the co-authors, and to all of you who supported, from the local government unit to the support organizations and the people who participated during the public consultations. As the Minister of the Ministry of Health, I will try my best to steer the development, the establishment, the creation, and the construction of the hospital, along with its proper management of the hospital systems. With that, I thank everybody for their support, lalong-lalo na po yung aming committee chair, si Dr. Hashimi Dilanggalan, who patiently took the cudgels sa pag-conduct ng public consultations, committee hearings, and of course, the person who personally came to me, MP Musber Alaudin, ang sabi niya sa akin, kahit wala na akong nagawang bill, basta maipasa lang itong 2 bill ng tipo-tipo at maluso, okay na ako, Doc. Yan po yung pakiusap niya sa akin. So brother, wala na akong utang sa iyo. Sa inyo pong lahat, maraming salamat. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, MP Dr. Kadil Sinulinding Jr. Secretariat, please proceed.
Sulaiman Ali, Sumagayan Aminuddin, Tan Nabil, Osman Ajpar, Oyod Siti Fahani, Yakob Muhammad.
Secretariat, what is the result of the voting?
Madam Speaker, the result of the nominal voting on the third and final reading of the BTA Parliament number 105, entitled An Act Establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the Municipality of Maluso, Province of Basilan, and appropriating funds therefore as follows. 39 yes votes, 0 no vote, and 0 abstention. Madam Speaker.
With 39 yes votes, 0 no vote, 0 abstention vote, the BTA Bill number 105, or an act establishing a Level 1 General Hospital in the Municipality of Maluso, Province of Basilan, and appropriating funds therefore, is now approved on third and final reading. Congratulations to the people of Maluso, the province of Basilan, as well as to the authors. Lord Leader?
Madam Chair, we now move for nominal voting of BTA Parliament Bill number 350, an act upgrading the Dr. Serapio B. Montañer Jr. Al-Hajj Memorial Hospital from 25 to 100 bed capacity level 2, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes.
There is a motion to proceed with the voting of BTA Bill number 350, an act upgrading the Dr. Serapio B. Montañer Jr. Al-Hajj Memorial Hospital from 25 to 100 bed capacity or level 2, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Secretariat is directed to call the roll for the voting of BTA Bill number 350.
Nominal voting on BTA Parliament Bill number 350 on third and final reading. Honorable members of Parliament Abbas Ahmad, Abbas Sharon, Abbas Basit, Abu Mujib, Adyong Rasdi, Alamiya Laisa, Alauddin Musbir, Ali Lanang Jr., Ambuluto Suharto, Anayatin Susana, Antaw Muhammad Kili, Antok Tumanda, Asarul Habir, Asnawi Dan, Balindong Ahmad Amir, Balindong Pangalian, Bayam Julfikar Ali, Benito Abdul Basit, Kandaw Maaruf, Kutan Uto Salim, Dilanggalin Hasimi.
Madam Speaker, may 1-minute speech, Madam Speaker.
MP Dr. Hashimi Dalanggalan is recognized.
Thank
have
you.
1 minute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. As a doctor, I've seen how difficult it is to treat a patient when the system is overwhelmed. I've seen families shared beds, mother giving birth in crowded rooms, and patients waiting for hours just to be admitted. That is why my vote is yes to BTA Bill number 350. This hospital has long served Malabang and nearby municipalities, but 25 beds are no longer enough. And while Republic Act number 11870 has already upgraded its status on paper, this bill is our chance to match that with actual beds, real doctors, functioning equipment, and reliable funding. I thank our colleague, MP Khalid M. Haji Abdullah, and to our Minister, Dr. Cardil Jojo Sinulinding Jr. for raising this matter. I also honor, as well as the Committee on Health and Committee on Finance Budget Management, Chairperson MP Kitam Kadatuan Jr., their work behind the scenes made this bill what is now. A lifeline for a hospital that has been long doing too much with too little. This upgrade will not address all constraints overnight, but it establishes the critical infrastructure and institutional mandate needed to begin doing so in a manner that is medically sound, financially supported, and operationally sustainable. Thank you. Again, my vote is yes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu.
Thank you, MP Dr. Hashimi Dalanggalan. Secretariat, please proceed.
Dumama Albasa Ilayha, Ibil Muhammad Najir, Ismail Soharto, Esteno Matarol, Gayak Amiruddin, Gira Edward, Haji Abdullah Khalid, Hasim Abdullah, Hasan Hatimil, Hataman Abrar, Ibay Ibrahim, Iqbal Muhagir, Ismail Rasul, Jajuri Raisa, Jikiri Saripuddin, Kadatuan Kitem Junior, Karon Bay Ali, Karon Faisal, Lim Jan Anthony, Loong Benjamin, Loong Don Mustafa, Lorena Husi, Makakua Abdul Rauf, Makapaar Abdullah, Malang Bots Jr., Mantawil Bailing, Mastura Isak, Matalam Jaafar Apollo Mikael, Mendoza Froilin, Midtimbang Michael, Midtimbang Tawakal, Miswari Abdul Karim, Miswari Norrida, Mitmog Rasul Jr., Mundir Ali Rakim, Munoz Hussein, Uranon Suaib, Pakasim Obayda, Pagayaw Alindato, Pak Abdul Wahab, Parkasio Randolph, Piang Ramon Senior, Rakim Amir Jaakaria, Salindab Said, Salik Ali, Sima Omar Yasir, Sima Romeo, Sheikh Said, Sinarimbo Nagib, Sinulinding Kadel Jr.
Madam Speaker, may I have my 1 minute?
MP Dr. Kadel Sinulinding Jr. is recognized.
Auzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Minister, Madam Speaker, the Deputy Speakers, Floor Leader, fellow members of this august body, esteemed guests, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Madam Speaker, as both a doctor and as your Minister of Health, I rise today not only as one of the principal authors of this bill, but as a public servant, emphasizing that this proposed measure is not just necessary, but urgent. This is not simply about raising hospital bed from 25 to 100. It is not just about supporting an institution, but this is about protecting life and saving lives. In Islam, the preservation of life is among the highest objectives of the Sharia. And this is the moral compass that guides us as lawmakers in the Bangsamoro region to safeguard the health, dignity, and lives of our people. Madam Speaker, Dr. Serapio Montañer Al-Hajj Memorial Hospital is not just another building of walls and beds. It is a lifeline for over 1.2 million Bangsamoro people who lives in Lanao del Sur and the neighboring provinces and municipalities. Yet today, that lifeline is overstretched. I have visited this hospital since 1995, when there was not yet an established concrete roads from Cotabato to Pagadian City. I have spoken to doctors and seen so many patients. I conducted surgeries there when the eye services was still not established. And just like other hospitals, they have encountered challenges like patients that share beds, others lying on the hallways, praying that space will open up. Despite these constraints, their doctors, nurses, and health workers continue to serve with honor, patience, and professionalism. They treat every patient with respect because that is the spirit of service in the Dr. Serapio Montañer Memorial Hospital. And to put an emphasis on this, this is one of the most improved hospital of the region that caters surgical, OB, ophthalmologic, and other services. And right now, they already have the stroke unit and even the ICU and the newly opened dialysis center right there in Malabang, Lanao del Sur. Ang tanong ng ating mga pasyente, hanggang kailan ba natin papayagan na nasa pasilyo natutulog ang ating mga pasyente? May mga sakit o nasa gilid ng kama, nakikisiksik ang mga bantay, gayong kaya naman nating tugunan o bigyan ng solusyon. This sad and painful reality can change, and we in this parliament have the power and responsibility to respond to it. By approving this bill, we are not just adding more beds. We are expanding opportunities for more doctors, more nurses, and a stronger health systems. More importantly, we are giving our Bangsamoro people a hope. Yan po yung pag-asa na kapag sila'y pumasok sa hospital, may sapat na kama, may sapat na atensyon, may sapat na pangangalaga, at may sapat na dignidad. Madam Speaker, colleagues, let us remember when our people are sick and deprived of health care, our development also suffers. But when our people are healthy, children learn better, workers are more productive, and families can live in peace and dignity. Good health is the foundation of a progressive and prosperous community. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I humbly appeal to you and to my esteemed colleagues to stand united for the health of our people. Hindi po tayo malulugi sa pag-invest sa kalusugan sapagkat ang puhunan sa kalusugan ay puhunan para sa ating kinabukasan. Madam Speaker, my vote is a life-affirming, faith-affirming, and a healthy, robust yes. Maraming salamat po. Pagpalain Bangsamoro.
Thank you, MP Dr. Minister Kadil Sinulinding Jr. Secretariat, please proceed.
Sulaiman Ali, Sumagayan Aminuddin, Tan Nabil, Osman Ajfar, Oyoyod Siti Fahani, Yakob Muhammad.
Yes, Secretariat, what is the result of the nominal voting?
Madam Speaker, here is the result of the nominal voting on the third and final reading of the BTA Parliament Bill number 350 entitled An Act Upgrading the Dr. Serapio B. Montañez Jr. Al-Hajj Memorial Hospital from 25 to 100 bed capacity level 2, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes as follows. 39 yes votes, 0 no vote, and 0 abstention. Madam Speaker.
With 39 yes votes, 0 no vote, and 0 abstention vote, BTA Bill number 350, or an act upgrading the Dr. Serapio B. Montañez Jr. Al-Hajj Memorial Hospital from 25 to 100 bed capacity, level 2, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes, is now approved on third and final reading. Congratulations to the people of Lanao del Sur and the authors of this bill. Lord Leader?
Madam Chair, I would like to inform the body that I have received a clean and final copy of BTA Bill number 355 for third and final reading. Madam Chair, we would like to move that BTA Bill number 355, an act establishing an institutionalizing the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership program for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao and allocating funds therefore be voted for nominal voting, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to proceed with the third reading of the BTA Bill number 355, or an act establishing and institutionalizing the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership or SEAL program for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao BARM, and allocating for this purpose the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Let us now proceed with the nominal voting. Secretariat is directed to roll the call for the nominal voting of BTA Bill number 355.
Nominal voting on BTA Parliament Bill number 355 on third and final reading. Honorable Members of Parliament Abbas Ahmad, Abbas Harun, Abbas Basit, Abu Mujib, Adyong Rasdi, Alami Alaisa, Alauddin Musbir, Ali Lanang Junior, Ambulodto Suharto, Anayatin Susana, Antaw Muhammad Kili, Antok Tumanda, Asarul Habir, Asnawidan, Balindong Ahmad Amir, Balindong Pangalian, Bayam Jolfikar Ali, Benito Abdul Basit, Kandaw Maaruf, Kotan Oto Salim, Dilanggalin Hasimi, Dumama Albasa Ilaiha, Ebil Muhammad Najir, Ismail Soharto, Estino Matarol, Gaya Kamiruddin, Gera Edward, Haji Abdullah Khalid, Hasim Abdullah, Hasan Hatimil, Hataman Abrar, Ibay Ibrahim, Iqbal Muhagir, Ismail Rasul, Jajuri Raisa, Jekiri Saripuddin, Kadatuan Kitem Junior, Karon Pay Ali, Karon Faisal, Limjan Anthony, Loong Benjamin, Loong Don Mustafa, Lorina Jose, Makakuha Abdul Rauf, Makapaar Abdullah, Malang Boch Junior, Mantawil Bailing, Mastura Isak, Matalam Jaafar Apollo Mikhail, Mendoza Froilin, Medtimbang Michael,
MP Michael Midtimbang is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My esteemed colleagues, I vote yes. Dahil without Hasim Salamat ay wala tayo ngayon. Walang BARM. Siya po ang nagdanim ng jihad dito sa Bangsamoro. Karapat-dapat natin na ipagmalaki ang kaniyang nagawa sa atin sa Bangsamoro. Nandito tayo ngayon sa kaniyang nagawa dito sa Bangsamoro. Alalahanin natin na without Hasim Salamat na nagtanim ng jihad dito sa Bangsamoro, wala tayo ngayon dito sa Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Kaya ako po ay nagagalak na dapat bigyan ng pugay. Kaya salamat sa author na si MP Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo na naisip niya na nagkaroon ng award. Pero dapat tayo ay magbahalat. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, MP Michael Midtimbang. Secretariat, please proceed. Order. Order.
Midtimbang Tawakal,
Order, please.
Miswari Abdul Karim, Miswari Nur Rida, Mitmo Grasol Jr., Mundir Ali Rakim, Munoz Hussein, Uranon Suaib, Pakasim Ubayda, Pagayaw Alindato, Pak Abdul Wahab, Parkasi Randolph, Piang Ramon Sinyar, Rakim Amirja Akaria, Salindab Said, Salik Ali, Sima Omar Yasir, Sima Romeo, Sheikh Said, Sinarimbo Nagib,
The author and the chair of the Committee on Local Government, MP, let's recognize first the gentleman from Lanao del Sur and Lanao del Norte, MP Said Sheikh.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. On my lubas here, kasi po tama si Michael Mitimbang. At saka taga Cotabato siya, pero doon nakalibing sa amin sa Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur. One of the 6 MILF camp recognized by the government, doon siya nakalibing sa Camp Busra, Sumiaran. Gusto niya, it is a sign na doon siya nakalibing para tayo mga Bangsamoro ay regardless of tribe, magkakaisa tayo. So, sana po mayroong maraming salamat Hasim dahil hindi pa tayo tapos. Hindi pa tapos ang laban. So, may Allah reward him and those who follow his footstep. Dahil kailangan natin yung mga taong ganyan. Nakita natin yung legacy nila. So, alhamdulillah, in the wish forward, kailangan sundin natin yung footstep niya. Palagay ko yung moral governance, doon din galing sa kanya. Kasi yung mga lieutenant niya, sila ngayon na naiiwan sa atin. And I hope that the young generation will follow his footstep. Yung in-introduce niya na legacy sa atin. Yun lang po may vote is yes. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, MP Said Sheikh. And now let's recognize the author and the chair of the Committee on Local Government, MP Attorney Nagib Sinraimbo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At the outset, allow me to express our profoundest gratitude to the leadership of the BARM under the Chief Minister Abdurrahuf Makakua, as well as the members of Parliament and the presiding officer for today for facilitating the immediate passage of this bill. In fact, the Chief Minister has issued a certificate of urgency in order to facilitate the immediate passage of this bill. This bill is a historic one in many respects, including the honor that we bestow upon the founding chair of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, and the hope for many of us that our leaders and future leaders would follow the footsteps taken by the late chairman, Salamat Hashim. This bill is dedicated in his memory And our hope is that many of us would follow the leadership example of the late Salamat Hashim. Second, the bill has incorporated innovative features that would bring this region into new heights. One is that the funding mechanism created for this one is the first time for the region, where we put up a money in order for it to earn so that the earnings of our budget would fund the program. Second, we've linked the actual practice of governance to the academic institution to ensure continuity in terms of the lessons learned from leaders of the region. The hope then is that it will continue to be studied in universities, and hopefully a region can contribute to the development and evolution of new leadership concepts, not just in a region, but across the globe. That is why, Madam Speaker, I am here to cast my vote as yes for the passage of the BTA bill on the institutionalization of the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, MP Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo. Secretariat, please proceed.
Sinulinding Kadil Jr., Sulaiman Ali, Sumagayan Aminuddin, Tan Nabil, Osman Ajpar, Oyod Siti Fahani, Yakob Muhammad.
Secretariat, do we have the result?
Madam Speaker, we have now the result of the nominal voting on the third and final reading of the BTA Parliament Bill number 355, entitled An Act Establishing and Institutionalizing the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership SEAL Program for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, BARM, and appropriating funds therefore as follows: 39 yes votes, 1 no vote, and 0 abstention.
With 39 yes vote, 1 no vote, and 0 abstention for BTA Bill number 355, entitled An Act Establishing and Institutionalizing the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership, or SEAL program, for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, BARM, and allocating for this purpose the Salamat Excellence Award for Leadership is now approved on third and final reading. Congratulations, MP Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo, and to the other authors. Congratulations to the Parliament. Floor Leader, do not leave yet because we still have another one.
Madam Chair, considering that we will not have any sessions tomorrow because it's a holiday, we move on to the period of privileged speeches, and we would like to call on the floor MP Butch Malang for his privileged speech.
MP Butch Malang is now recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Presiding Officer and Floor Leader. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. To our Honorable Chief Minister Abdur Rauf A. Makakwa, to the esteemed Speaker of the Parliament, Attorney Pangalian M. Balindong, to our presiding officer, MP Madam Ampatuan, to the honorable floor leaders, our deputy speakers and deputy floor leaders, distinguished colleagues in this august body, honorable guests in the gallery, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mr. Speaker and honorable presiding officer, esteemed member of Parliament, and beloved constituents of the Bangsamoro region. I rise before you today with a heavy heart and steadfast purpose, not merely as a member of Parliament, but as a chairman of the MIL Coordinating Committee on the Cessation of Hostilities, a rule that taught me how fragile peace truly is. For years, I walked through communities recovering from conflict, listened to voices strained by decades of unrest, and negotiated calm with hostility once threatened to erupt. What I bring to this floor is not just a speech. It is a warning. We are witnessing troubling rise in disinformation, especially through social media, false claims, anonymous posts, and sensational commentaries are being spread. Stories that suggest discord among our leadership or that cast doubt on the institution we are building. These messages are not rooted in truth. They are calculated to provoke, to divide, and to dismantle public trust. And they are dangerous. For example, how can anyone accuse me on a social media of being a fake MILF? Being a MILF member, I was commander who devoted nearly 50 years of my life to the Bangsamoro struggle. This kind of accusation and fake news do not just hurt individuals. They distort our history, divide our communities, and undermine the very peace we fought so hard to achieve. Let me be clear. The Bangsamoro Transition Authority is not breaking apart. It is evolving. Like any democratic institution, it is shaped by debate, disagreement, and discourse. These are signs of healthy governance, not of collapse. But when the public is fed with lies, even processes can be misinterpreted as Christ. I know this because I believe it. As a chairman of the CCCH, I had to diffuse situation where a single fake report, mislead press, or a manipulated post lead to panic. I start across from commanders, mayors, and others, needing reassurance that the rumors were not true. I've seen fear spread faster than facts and how peace can unravel in mere hours if not managed carefully. That's why today's digital disinformation isn't just a noise. It is a new weapon. It thrives on emotional triggers. It hijacks credibility. It puts the burden of truth on those two exhorted to distinguish fiction from fact. And when leaders intentionally or carelessly participate in spreading it, they become complicit in eroding we fought so hard to preserve. Mr. Speaker and Madam Presiding Officer, this calls for moral clarity. Let me share a verse from the Quran, and that has guided me throughout my peacekeeping journey. Oh, you have believed, if this comes to you, if there's come to you a disobedient one with information, investigate, lest you harm people out of ignorance and become over what you have done grateful. Surah Al-Hujurat. This is not just a spiritual command. It is a civic responsibility. It is speak of caution, wisdom, and discernment. Trait we must embody in both our offline and online lives. Because while freedom of speech is protected, truth is sacred. And for those of us in public office, our very word, our every word, typed or spoken, carries more weight than we sometimes realize. We do not pose as a private citizen. We pose as a peace builders and voices of authority. Even a simple set of misleading article may we appear as endorsement. This moment demands that we ask ourselves, will we be a forces of clarity or catalyst of confusion? Will we preserve peace or enable provocation? To our constituents, your rule and democracy is vital. Your vigilance protects our Bangsamoro homeland. I urge you, pause before you repose. And before you believe, let's build a culture that values verification over virality. Truth over trend, peace over chaos. To my fellow members of the Parliament, we must model the behavior we expect of others. Let us commit to our transparency, sincerity, and moral communication. Let our voices online and offline reflect the principle of the governance we are building together. Mr. Speaker and Madam Speaker, I respectfully call on the government of the day to take proactive measures stepped in monitoring and addressing disinformation. This is not a call for worship. It is a call for accountability. When group of individuals deliberately distort narratives to incite public distrust, they must face legal and institutional consequences. We are not powerless against lies, but we become powerless if we fail to act. Let me end with this word of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, which echo loudly in today's age of digital confusion. It is enough for a man to be called a liar if he repeats everything he hears. Let us not repeaters of chaos. Let us be defenders of reason. Let us honor our shared sacrifices, both on the battlefield and in negotiation halls. By committing to a new kind of struggle, the struggle against falsehood, division, and indifferences. We owe that our ancestors who fought, our children who hope to our region that continues to heal. Thank you, Madam Speaker, wabillahi taufiq wa syukran. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, MP.
Madam Chair, we would like to move the privileged speech to be referred to the Committee on Ethics so that it will be reviewed and be part of the ethical behaviors of MPs in this plenary, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to refer the privileged speech of MP Boots Malang to the Committee on Ethics. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Secretariat, floor leader?
Madam Chair, I believe the Secretariat would like to report to the plenary one of our voting. There was a mistake, but they would like to clarify while everybody is still here.
Secretariat?
Yeah, with the confirmation of both of MP Mundir Ali Rakim as yes vote, we thereby seek consideration that affirmative vote for Bill number 350 entitled An Act Upgrading the Dr. Serapio B. Montanier Jr. Al-Haj Memorial Hospital from 25 to 100 bed capacity level to appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes be read as follows. Yes vote 40, no vote 0, and abstention 0.
Who's the additional? MP Ali Rakim?
Mundir Ali Rakim.
Ali Mundir and Ali Rakim. Okay.
MP, who is around? Okay.
So
with the corrections coming from the Secretariat, we would like to rectify the record that the vote for the Dr. Serapio Memorial Hospital will be 40 for yes, 0 no, and 0 for abstention. Floor leader?
Madam Chair, we are now in the period of adjournment. We move to adjourn the session until next meeting.
There is a motion to adjourn this session until Monday of next week.
Tuesday, Madam Chair.
Tuesday of next week. Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Picture taking.